Peace and greetings to you. This is Omar Abdul-Malik, sometimes known as Dr. O, the PA Pro. I wanted to talk to you students, those of you all that are allied health students, in particular physician assistant students, nurse practitioner, and medical students, about something that I learned a long time ago and still am learning to this day, and that's about the ego. And when I say ego, this is different from pride. Pride to me is you're taking responsibility for how you look. You're taking responsibility and accountability for any action in which you are engaged. So you take pride in your studies. You take pride in your school. You want to try to put the best foot forward. Ego is a bit different. Ego in PA school in particular, I found that I had to, and nursing school, I went to nursing school, you have to crush the ego because it will destroy you. I got to crush my ego now. There's a difference between self-confidence and ego. Ego, I'll give you a perfect example. A nurse with whom I worked with a long time ago reminded me of a particular lab value. And it was something that I had forgotten. I could have been, her specialty was in sickle cell. Now, had I had an ego, I would have been like, you're just a nurse. I'm a PA. I have a master's degree. You know, how dare you tell me what to do? That's ego. That's just silly. You know, nobody wins when you have an ego. You know, you've got to crush it because there's just so much to learn. You can't know everything. And any doctor will tell you, I don't care how seasoned the doctor is, they'll tell you they don't know everything. And I've worked with some really amazing physicians, you know, who practiced for decades. And this is why you have specialties and subspecialties in medicine. I am a infectious disease specialist. My subspecialty was really HIV medicine. That's all I did for several years. I treated people with HIV and AIDS. I could tell you about different medications, CD4 counts versus viral loads, how, you know, what log drop, you know, the medication caused in this person's viral load. And I was actually a requested speaker at one time. But I'm in a new field of medicine now. You know, I'm doing intensivist medicine. You know, there's things I've got to learn over again. And in medicine is constantly changing. There are things that, you know, the human body is still the same human body. But look at bacteria. We now have superbugs. So antibiotics that used to work several years ago, you know, or even several months ago, no longer work because the bacteria have built up resistance to them. MRSA, Bacillus resistant, Staphylococcus aureus. What do you do with that? You know, so things are changing. When I was in school 15 years ago, we had like a half-hour semester or a half-hour lecture on HIV. Didn't know that Washington, D.C. was going to become like one of the one of the foremost places in the country where you had a very high population of people living with HIV/AIDS /AIDS, I'll say. But you know, that's how it is with medicine and with life. Yeah, I could memorize this book. You know, I've read, I would say, almost every page of this book. But you see the date on this. This is 2007. You know, 8 years ago. Some of the information in here has changed. You know, some of the ways which we go about treating certain illnesses, you know, like hypertension or diabetes, the paradigms have changed. So I say that as a caveat to myself and to you all, especially those of you all who are about to become students. One of my mentors, I call him Dr. B. I don't think he would mind me saying his name, but he hasn't given me permission, so I'll say Dr. B. He would give this talk to us, PA students in the beginning of the program, and he would say, "You've got to be teachable. You've got to make yourselves teachable." And I thought that was very interesting. I said, what did he mean by that? And I found out that you can't come into a program. I don't care how much you think you know. You know, You start off as a student. Some of my favorite students were people who were foreign medical graduates. They were MDs. Some were PhDs, but they had to learn how to be a student all over again. And they were very humble. And I think that's a big reason why they got through. I believe, God willing, the reason why I'm going to do well at my present job is because I've tried to crush my ego. I'm willing to learn. I'm learning things from the nursing assistant. These are people with GEDs, but they teach me things about certain patients. The LPNs are great. The techs are great. I can't look down on them and be like, well, I have a doctorate. I've got a bachelor's, master's degree and a doctorate. It's not about me, my big head. It's about taking care of the patient. And you do that when you work together with people. You kick your ego out the window. But I hope you found this valuable, this reminder. It's really a reminder to myself. But I wish you all the best success in your academic endeavors and your career endeavors. Please subscribe to my site. I plan to have online courses and try to help you guys get through PA school or nursing school or even med school. Take care. Peace.